What's up? Yeah, sorry for my camera. I don't know, but I couldn't find the right cable. I went all over, but couldn't find the right one for the GoPro, so it let me down, but no worries. There's enough cameras here. I've got one in front of me, so that's great. Thank you for watching, and thank you for tuning in. We've got Odette today. A very productive lady that makes a lot of music, so can't wait to speak to her. I have like 4 tracks of her already. She's very enthusiastic, as the ones people that know her might know. So I have 4 tracks of her to show, and yeah, I hope it's gonna be a nice one. So yeah, again, sorry for the camera. I look a bit grainy, but yeah, this is the real me. I can't change it, you know. I tried, find the cables, and also my light doesn't work because I reinstalled my phone, and now I can't control the light. So it's fine. It still looks solid, I think. So let me know if you're here. I hope you enjoyed the last one with D&B. Very cool. Can't wait till we get out there. But apparently, second wave is coming. So maybe I'm stuck inside here doing streams for the rest of my life. Hey, Anastasia, mooie ring. Yes, thank you. Got my new Katerblauw ring. You gotta find Paul. He makes these, and I actually ordered it way back with him, and he tried to send it to me during the start of the Corona period, but then it got sent back to him. So you know, it finally arrived. So I'm happy. Suits my bracelet. So I'm all set up. Hey, Nikesh, my friend, back from holiday. Another groovy woovy Wednesday with Camiel and friends. Yes, with Camiel and Odette today. She makes awesome music. So stay and hang out, you know. Sorry about my camera. Oh, I already said it. So yeah, man, nice you're tuning in. It's my Lessons in Live, one of my admins, you know, really nice. People keeping an eye on people. If you're tuning in for the first time, I've got a Lessons in Live group on Facebook where we share all kinds of stuff about music. So feel free to join at facebook.com/lessonsinlive. I guess you'll find the group, or just search for the group and join us. You know, today was actually a post of Dennis, one of my good friends from the past, and he's also on the group, and he always shares whenever there's a free offer for a plugin or free offer for samples, he posts it. But today he posted something. He said, "Hey friends, it's Hupla, your samples and plugins provider," and he did that because of this. Hey friends, it's Camiel Daamen, your online Ableton certified trainer. In less than 2 weeks, my beginner's course will start. I've got 4 spots available from the 8 that I had. So make sure to subscribe below for an intake. If the course suits you, you'll be in for the magical musical journey of your life. Within 8 weeks, I'm going to teach you how to make your own tracks. So subscribe, get in touch. See you soon. So, hey friends, and he posted it. So it's also a lot of fun in this group, and yeah, feel free to join. Behave, but feel free to join. So yeah, Nikesh, looking forward to Odette. Yeah, I can maybe already play a track for her. Maybe that's nice. Yeah, because I've got 4, so I need to spread them out really well. So what I want to do today is actually the intro tune that I have. That you see every time is a track that I made called Inner Flow, and I thought maybe it's nice to show you how I've made this. It's a really cool project. Antonio, hey, how's it going, bro? Haven't seen you for a while. Last time we had a great night in Groningen. Oh, that was great. So nice you're tuning in, bro. Yeah, let's switch to first to a bit of Odette, and then we go to Ableton. So track number 1 is the VDK one. Yeah, she has her own label, VDK, and this was the first release. Check it out. Sounds like she had an awesome day making that track. Really, really cool. We can really hear the sound if you check all her music. She has a really cool, like, warm, housey kind of sound, like lots of droney kind of emotional music. It's really cool. So I've got more for you. Unreleased stuff, release stuff, you know. So check it out. We got Max Lightweight tuning in. Nice, man. Did you gain something yet? Thanks for tuning in, bro. So let's switch to Ableton, because that's what it's all about. Let me place myself in the groove pool here. Oh, it's a bit big though. I don't know. Because of this is nice. This is nice tutorial size. Leonard, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she's coming this weekend. I'm not sure. Yeah, we should. I'm taking Ari and Lucien though. Inner flow. Tapski, let's go interflow. Yeah, it's actually inner flow. So yeah, this is inner flow or inner flow or inner glow, inner flow. So I've made this like a few weeks ago, and it's very trippy and drony, which is cool. I was stuck at home. I thought, it's not maybe the time to make dance music. It didn't feel like it, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make some more ambient stuff. So this is one of those. So let me say universal audio. This is the output I need. Here you go. Looking forward to seeing you Saturday, Leonard. So for all the people there in Holland, on Friday I'm playing at Paradigm in the north, together with Lucien Ford and Ari, my good friend. And we're gonna play the Biergarten, which is great. So it's nice to enjoy. So if you're in Holland, come to Groningen. I hope the weather's nice. Let's enjoy it. And thanks for tuning in, Leonard. Always a pleasure. See you this weekend. Luis Leonardo Ramos Cortez. What a great name. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. You're welcome, man. Anytime. You can check back all the episodes. There's an episode with Josh Butler, with Joko, Luna Ludmilla, and Rob Hess. All kinds of different sounds. We've got Josh. There he is, talking about him. There he is. He's just chilling out. Nice. You look old on the picture, man. So yeah, there's an episode with Josh. Watch it back as well. Next week I have Eelke Klein, which is great. I'm in love with his progressive sounds as well. So check out for more. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's really a pleasure that there's so many people watching. So let's check out this tune. So I made this a while ago, and this is the tune I always play before we start. It's kind of nice and, I don't know, exciting, And I wanted to just briefly take you through what I've done to the sounds. If you don't know it, if you've never seen the intro, let's listen to it for a bit. Wow, yes, deep. And no yoga session today, Yoko. Yeah, a Bylink. Yeah, I should throw it on Bandcamp or so. You know, I always once in a while make something more ambient stuff. I've got loads of this stuff, so maybe I should make a really nice link where you can just download that stuff, or make the project available for my students. Why not to explore and learn? Yeah, it's nice. Actually, it was done in a jiffy. You know, it's like I think it's maybe 2 hours, 3 hours max, and it started out with this drone guy. So let me show you this. This one. This is cool. I think it's from a sample pack. I'm not sure if it's the one that I bought a few years ago, or another one that I found on my group. What's up, Jerry? Still making music? Yes. Student time. So yeah, nothing happening so much on this drone. It's just a drone, just a low pass filter, which is automated, but it comes up, and that's the only thing that happens actually. And the cool thing with this track, I remember, is that I just had all these like spacey sounds. I thought, like, you know what, I need to use as less sounds as possible, make it as interesting as it can be, because the more subtle everything moves, the more it's becoming like really ambient, kind of evolving vibe. You know, I bet a lot of people tuned in and really thought it was a yoga session today, but it's not. How I did the drone sound? Yeah, the drone sound is just a sample. I think I looped a part, because I think it's originally longer, and I looped a part of a sample, but I'm not sure if I can find it. Yeah, I can find it. This is like, if you right click here in the sample, you can show in browser, and then I can see which pack it is. Yeah. It is this guy, and it's just a part. I think it's looped, like a part of it's looped, and it's from the Lounging House, or it's Equipped. I think it's from Equipped Music. I bought the Lounging House, but I also have the Tokyo Soundscape, so I'm not sure if it's, it must be Tokyo Soundscapes. Check it out. I'm not sure if they still sell it, but Tokyo Soundscapes is they have lots of cool drone sounds. I really like to start with like a droney sound when I make some more ambient stuff, so I get a bit like in the vibe, and you can have this filter also move around by itself, which is cool. And then there's some noise crackle, and this is, I think, also Tokyo Soundscape stuff. It's like crowd Tokyo Soundscape, I think. So browser, where are you? Yeah, this is definitely from the Tokyo Soundscapes. It's a great pack. The best pack I've ever bought, actually. And on the crackles, I really like to take off some of the low end. Otherwise, it's really full. You hear the flanger go wee. We got the filter going up and down. This guy, see it comes up and it moves a bit down. It comes back up again, and then we have the flanger. And the flanger I just played with. If you right click here, you can say add lane for each automated envelope. Then you can see all the stuff that's been automated. I really like to just have the track go and then I have Ableton push, so I use push to tweak and just play around, and sometimes I just use the mouse and just go like that, you know, it's really cool. Hey Nico, go Kamen. Yes, Nico. Nika. So yeah, you know, I think that like last time when I talked about movement, last week we had the D&B guys here, and we talked about movement, and I think movement is essential for music to have it be interesting for your ears. You know, if everything is constantly in the same place or very static, it becomes very boring. The same as I would present this tutorial like, hey, here's this, there's that. You know, if you talk for an hour like this, people are not going to tune in. You know, at least now I have like 25 people tuning in to hear me sing my voice. You know, but anyway, movement is the key. You know, so then there's this talking lead which I made some time ago. It's actually in the preset pack that is available on my Gumroad, the gumroad.com/lessonsinlive. Preset pack 2 is almost ready. It's going to be online maybe tomorrow or the day after. And the nice thing, what I like about this sound, and therefore I call it talking lead, is because it's like speaking to you, you know. You can make it talk because it glides from one tone to the other. So if you want to use glide, it's in every synthesizer. Like you have here in operator, you click on the pitch part, this part, and then you see here the glide. You have to turn it on, otherwise. And now it's like, it makes it wow, 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 which is great. So that's called glide. It's on basically every synthesizer, and it's super cool. And if you put it on a mono voicing, it will actually glide from one note to the other. And the cool thing about glide, if you put it like 10 seconds, if I press a low note and then press a high note, it will take 10 seconds for it to glide all the way up to that note, which is super cool, you know. So check out glide. It's a great thing in every synth. Okay, Mimi, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for engaging as well. That's always appreciated. I check the pack and your channel soon again. Yeah, come back soon. It's nice. You're welcome. Glad people like it. That's great. So still turning up. We got 31 people now. Great. Thank you for tuning in, people. We got Odette coming in a few minutes, and she has another 3 tracks to show us, and she has loads of information and stuff that she's doing, because she's always making music. Like there's nothing else she's doing, I think. She's just making music all the time. So next one, we have this is a cool one to, yeah, maybe you want to know how the lead is constructed. I really like this for people that watched more. I like this algorithm of operator. It's basically my favorite synth. It became my favorite synth in the past 2 years because it's so versatile. So you can order the oscillator. So I have this algorithm where this one is a square wave and this is a sine wave, and they're both being modulated by another sine wave, and it creates this sound. And that's also merely because of this glide, of course, but also because I have a chorus, a delay, a reverb, and an EQ. And some people go like, you know, I really like this diva synth or this native synth, or I'll buy this synth and then I'll be there. But if you learn how to master operator and just make a sound, but make sure that when you make a sound to throw on a reverb, a chorus, and a delay, it will sound way more interesting if you already have these effects on, because in all the synths that people buy and use, these effects are already in there, which makes them already sound way more interesting. But you can basically do it yourself, save yourself a lot of money, especially in these times. Jordan Scott, that video with Joko was life-changing. Oh wow, dude. that's life-changing. Wow, thank you so much. I'm glad to help, man. Great. Thank you for tuning in once again. We've got Odette this week. Next week we got Elke Klein. Then we've got Roland's. So lots of different tastes and flavors, and but all the same thing. All like I know that Elke works in Cubase though, so that's going to be interesting. It's no Ableton. It's not Dive in Live. It's going to be Dive in Cubase. But he makes awesome music, and I bet he has some great techniques for us, as well as Roland's, who does work in Ableton, but he's also like a UAD head. So I'm curious to know all about his UAD stuff. So yeah, it's nice, these videos. I'm glad you like it, Jordan. Really good, really good. Cherry, can't wait for GTST to be back. Great, dude. Okay, so this is the lead. Make sure to chuck like lots of effects if you're doing sound design. It's nice. Then also what I have here, I just randomly played some of these sounds. It's just like I have a rack that I built, and I just drag in all kinds of effect sounds. You know, if I go through them. And the same thing, it's just affected. It has an auto pen, so it's going to be random left and right. Remember, I use a lot of movement, and then I send it to the reverb and a delay, and basically that makes the sounds already like give them some ambience and some movement and some space to work in. And I really like to work this way because I have in my user library, I have all these presets. So if you go to your user library and you save all your stuff there, I have here drum racks, and yeah, I'm kind of a tidy guy. That's what I teach also during my classes. It's a lot of workflow, you know. So I've got bass racks, I've got drum racks, and effects rack. And the vinyl effects rack is just one with a lot of noises and sounds that I can just put reverbs on, which immediately gives me the option just to jam on my push and to play all these samples in, which is great, you know. Is there any plans to bring any of the Piff crew on here? Yeah, you know, well, I decided to get Eelke Klein on, and he's a Cubase guy, so maybe it's nice to ask Chris Stassi for one session. Chris, if you're watching, join me. You know, it would be great. I really like their sound. I'm actually like a very much house head myself, so I really like to have these guys on. So, hope so. Maybe Prunk or any of you guys, if you want to join. The Marzo is here online, so make sure to join. If you want, you're more than welcome. I'll give them a little nudge for you, Jordan. Adonis, hey man, it's been a while. He's been watching since day one, the 12-hour stream I did. If you've missed that, check out the 12-hour stream, which was great, really interesting. Ah yes. Nice, Josh. The user library template you gave me has saved me so much time already, man. Yes. Happy to hear. Yeah, it's all about workflow, you know, and I guess the longer we're busy with making music, the more we get sort of like stuck in certain patterns, and it's always great to get more or new information. And yeah, as I have my group, everybody's sending me stuff like, hey, have you tried this, or did you know this? So it's nice to be able to share these things as sort of like a knowledge hub, and glad everybody's tuning in and finding out about these things. It's nice. All right, next sound. We got the Rikketak, which is just basically a sample. Also from the Tokyo Soundscapes. It's a really great pack to make like more down-tempo stuff. And yeah, I just chucked the chorus on it and boosted some high end, you know. It doesn't always have to be really complicated, you know, as it leads to music altogether, basically. So then we have this tick. And I think this is also just a sample where I took out little bits of the sound of the whole loop, so you actually have like little glitch and just add some delay and, you know, make it move with the echo. The cool thing about echo though is the modulation. You see, I have the modulation on the delay, modulation on the filter, so that means that like actually the delay will always be different, you know, the filter will be different, the time will be different, you know, so it's really cool. You also have here one for the mix. It's really, really nice to use modulation and to make stuff move. It will, this track is basically constantly the same sounds, but the first like 3 minutes that I played, it keeps yourself like, oh, I hear something there. And then what I really like to do, as I did with, I think with this guy, no, it's this guy on the lead. On the lead, there's also, or isn't there? I thought there was Erosion also. Maybe it's a different track. I'm confusing myself with a different track. But it's a bit of the same thing that I did here with the flanger, that I was just like rocking this flanger out. It's so much movement, and it's very subtle, but in the whole track you will hear this. You will hear it sort of like, this movement will make the dynamics change so much that you're actually like, wow, what's happening? But you can't really pinpoint it. And sometimes it goes really crazy. It really goes back. It's nice. You can just like play around and have fun, just going crazy. Sometimes it's nice to follow the lines really straight, but sometimes it's nice to just rock those things, you know. So then we have a tick. This was the tick. Then there's an impact hit, which just comes every so often. Actually starts with it as well, I think. Here. Doom, doom, doom. Get a good sample pack with like nice hits that you can actually go through them. You can put them in key or whatnot. It's also really handy. The more you have in key and organized, the better that stuff will be. So, and then there's this guy, and yeah, just as I said, I have a soft spot for randomness. So this is all. It's every time different. I played something and then I just like played some more, and there's to be honest, there's no structure at all, but it sounds like music, doesn't it? Love the rainy sound, especially in Dubai's summer heat. I can imagine it must be hot there. Yeah. So let me play some more. Yeah, so this is the track. This one is made with Absinthe. What did I get? Absinthe is cool shit. Well, I never got it, you know. Absinthe is cool shit, but I've never really like fully understood the whole interface. specialist online. Tell me, do I really need to learn absinthe, or can I learn other synths? It's interesting. It's really looks like a machine from outer space, doesn't it? Okay, it's time to check how Odette's doing. Nice. There's still a lot of people watching, so let's play another track from Odette. Well, I get her on the phone, sort of. This is Start Over. This is going to be VDK 3, and she will tell us all about it in a bit. Enjoy the music. Here we go. And we're back with Odette. Even though the sign is at my place, maybe I can change the speaker view. Or I don't know how to do it. Anyway, people know that I'm not Odette. I'm sure they know it. Welcome, Odette. How
Hi.
great you're here. How's it going?
Well, everything's going well. I'm in my studio at the moment.
You look fresh. Fresher than earlier today.
I had a little nap again. Again today. So yeah, I jumped under the shower and I feel fresh. And I also got a fresh cup of coffee.
Look, it's always good. It's good to stay awake because you're in for a session. I hope people have a lot of questions for you. And otherwise, I'll have a lot of questions for you. Especially the last track we heard, the VDK 3, the Start Over one. I think it's my favorite one. I can't pick between Get in the Vortex or Start Over. I was making these videos today for you. And I was like, I like the VDK 3 one, but maybe the Get in the Vortex. So,
but like of all the tracks I made, of the ones that I sent,
of all, I don't know. You made too much, you know. So,
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. But Start Over VDK 3 that's just been released, right?
Yeah, it's been released. I think 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, at dj.de.
Nice.
And it's the third release, final only release of the VDK series that I started, I think, 1.5 years ago. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah,
I've got it over here.
Yeah, show it. Show us the money. It's nice.
The money shots.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. This is also the first time I thought about, created like artwork for this.
Yeah, cool. So you make that all yourself, right? With the feathers.
Well, yeah, I had some discussions with the what's the name of it? Word of it? The one who creates the artwork, because I'm not really.
Okay, I've got
a lot of ideas, of course.
Yeah. It's like, okay, I want feathers, and it needs to be like this.
Yeah, I really love the feathers, and I love the color pink because I am a bit early sometimes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just really loved the colors and everything. So I'm really happy with it.
Nice. Yeah, it looks great. You know, it's cool that you started. You had to start your own label at some point because you were making so much music. Just for a little insight. So we met like 7 years ago or 6 or so. I can't keep track of the years. I better not. But you know, I showed you Machine, and you basically started like a whole, I don't know, like a mission to make as much music as you can. And I'm really like, if you are sort of my student, I'm really proud of what you've accomplished so far. Like so much music, and every time you send a new batch, I'm going like, wow, it's just like an empty of I call it a bottomless pit. It just keeps on coming. It's really nice. So Ari says hi. He says,
hi,
have fun.
Ari.
He sends hi and love. Leonard actually asked if you're going to come to Groningen this weekend as well. So,
well, you're playing, right? With Lucien Ford.
On Friday, yes. And Ari.
Well,
yeah.
Well, maybe we can figure something out.
But yeah, as we both have birthday weekend, you know, it's hard to be everywhere.
Well, maybe that's a good thing then to be together since it's our birthday.
True.
Well, it's Monday. I'm not going to get a bender like 3 days in Groningen, but maybe
it's always dangerous.
Idea.
Groningen and benders is tough, but you know, it's Corona time. We should keep our immune system high, you know. So.
But I really want to go because I actually really miss partying like so hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I miss people, talking to people and partying, and so maybe I will come and join you.
Yeah, it's strange times, right? You know, because you also had like a lot planned this summer, right?
Well,
some really cool gigs.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to play at Loveland Festival, main stage.
Yeah.
And I'm really sad that the whole coronavirus happened, and we all sit at home, but we all create a lot of music, I think.
True, yeah. Well, at least you do anyway. You don't need Corona for it.
No,
did you actually make more music than before? Like even more than you did before?
Well, I don't know. I always have like this creative space and energy. So it's a bit manic actually. Sometimes I start and I produce for like 1 week, almost don't sleep, and create like 10, 15 tracks.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe 2-3 a day, and then I think everything I had inside of me is gone.
Yeah.
And I'm in a downer, and I'm like crying, like, oh, where did it all go? Oh, I don't feel inspired anymore. Oh, fuck my life. And then I go up, and then it's all
wow, is it that bad?
Oh, I mean, you introduced me to the machine.
Yeah.
I have to take away the MP2. I don't use it anymore, almost never.
Yeah. You went to Push. I've
Push over
you
here,
sold your
my
soul.
baby.
Yeah, nice. It's on. Nice. Always good. Always have your Push on.
Your Push on. Yeah. So what was I going to tell you? So when I started at your place with the machine, I was instantly hooked. And the funny thing is that I produced music in like the first 2 years of my producing career only with the machine. So not as a slave in Ableton, but just as a DAW.
Yeah, nice.
And everyone that heard of that said, "Well, you're crazy. You're missing out."
Yeah.
And I was like, no, because this has its own workflow, its unique workflow, and it's my workflow. And to be honest, I was a bit scared of like introducing new stuff. Yeah.
I remember that when you went into Ableton, you're like, oh, but how? And you know, there's so much more options. And but it's also like cool because I also preach a lot. Like, okay, with limitation, you become way more creative. Like all the guys back in the early 90s, they just had 3 devices, like a bass device, a drum computer, and a synthesizer, and they had to make everything with these devices. So I think a lot of music or creativity is triggered by having not so much options. So maybe it just works in its advantage for you, to not have so many options.
Well, I just like to know what I have and create the best out of that. If you have if there's too much input, for me, it's too chaotic.
Yeah.
But in the end, I mean, after 2 years or so, I switched to Ableton and didn't touch machine. I was like, what the fuck was I doing for 2 years? And now I really, really, really love Ableton and the push as well.
Nice.
But what I do is using the Machine 2 software in the push.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but you can still use it. It's still your safe space. And over the years, as you go, you gather more. So you don't want to know how many softwares I learned over the past few years. And also some were maybe not as interesting, but also if you want to dive deep in native like React or whatnot, it's a whole world, and some people go like, fuck the computer, I'm going to go modular, and they buy modules and connect them, which is also super cool. There's so many ways to make music, but it's just really nice to see you thrive like this with the music.
Thank you.
Prunk says hugs from Prunky. Nice.
Hey,
I was
Prunky.
just talking about him. People are asking for more Piff guys, Prunk, on the show, so maybe we should have a call this week. Thanks for tuning in, bro. So and also the first track that I played, the VDK one, you used your own voice, right? You use a lot.
Yeah.
You use your voice a lot in.
Oh yes, I do.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
I remember that you've always been very very creative with this. You just throw in some shouts or some words, and it's nice. Is that something you do like conscious? Is that like, okay, I'm gonna, or just that? Does that happen in the process? How does it go?
Well, I don't know. I used to be in a band, like when I was younger.
I didn't know.
Well, here you go. I was in a band and I used to sing, but when I grew older, my voice went down a couple of pitches, so I stopped with singing. But I think now my voice is sometimes good for expressive words, like, well, I don't know, just the stuff I did with VDK1.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I'm in the mood, I just invite some friends or just by myself, and I start talking about bullshit or life, and then I listen to it again and cut stuff out of it.
Yeah, how cool.
Edit it. Yeah.
Oh, cool! It's really cool that you just use your voice and you record all kinds of stuff. It's really cool to hear that you do this. Who's Osilides Oliveira says, Odette, altijd nummer 1. Nice.
Thanks. Altijd nummer 1.
Yeah. Ari's tuning out. Jordi Span is tuning in. Nice. Everybody's like really on one's going out, one's going in.
Oh.
Cool. Hey, actually, Fantasia Deep, that is Lydia. She followed my beginner's course. She says, Odette, your track Big Love starts with vocals from Abraham Hicks.
She knows it.
Is that stuff you listen to or follow?
Yes.
Tell the story.
Yeah, well...
this is a great bridge, by the way.
I even got the book of Abraham Hicks. And I started learning or listening to... Esther, I think Esther Hicks is the name of the woman that channels Abraham, and Abraham is an entity and has a lot of opinions about life and how to deal with your energy and energy of others. And I don't know, I sometimes everyone in his lives has it ups and downs, and it always calms me to listen to her and to maybe get some feedback out of it.
Yeah, and it inspires you to make a track. And the cool thing is, like years ago, and we didn't know this from each other, I made a track with the same thing, She's always talking about get in the vortex and whatever. And I never released it, and it's badly mixed. And but it was really cool that we used the same sort of inspiration. So I also do a lot like with YouTube videos or like with things that inspire me. I know that Duncan, my roommate, also uses a lot of vocals. He uses a lot of what's this guy Russell Brand, he really likes, just people that say inspiring words. Sometimes it's cool to put like a little message through your music. So let's listen to Get in the Vortex then. It's the one with the little Odette. Was it your birthday on the picture?
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. Probably, yeah.
You look very festive, with you got
probably. I don't remember when that picture was taken. I was a really young girl.
Yeah,
But
cool. Okay, let's check it out, and then maybe we can dive into one of your projects as well on the Ableton. All right, here we
Okay.
go. Get in Vortex, which
Yeah.
is great. Fantasia, you'll love this. Yes,
Hi.
nice. That was nice.
Thank you.
What a great tune. We get Mout says, what a bomb. Non de U, wat lekker. Oh, wait. The voice is remarkable. Non de U, wat lekker. I don't know what this means. This is probably French. Comme de hap. Probably a nice tune. So, yeah, nice. This is great.
Thank you guys.
Really cool. So, Adonis asks, how is the boom bass? Is that
The
sub
sub
boom
boom
bass?
bass.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I installed the sub boom bass, and I think that's my favorite plugin at the moment. I don't use many plugins because, as I told you guys, I like to keep things simple, and it's really bad for your CPU if you use too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sub boom bass is great. You can make synths, basses, subs with it, and it's amazing. I really love it.
Cool! Cool to hear that you have the. It's the first external plugin that you actually use like that.
No, I've got others. I've got the machine, of course. That is an external. Let me see what I have. Can you see my screen already, Camiel?
No, then you need to share screen, and.
Do you want to go there already, or do you want to?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can do what you want. Show me the money, and also I'm gonna make a mental note to invite Rob Papen, because I've called him for Dance Fair a few years ago, and his name was here earlier, and he makes so many synths, like blues and nice synths. You got all these different ones, so I need to get him on the show. That would be great.
But he's Dutch, right?
He's Dutch, yeah. He's from the Achterhoek. I think he's from the Achterhoek, or from Drenthe. I think from Drenthe, actually.
It's so funny because when I downloaded the sub boom bass, I watched some tutorials of him online. And his English is so funny. I mean, it's like a mix, like with a German guy and a Dutch guy who tries to speak English. It's so weird, but he looks so lovely, and his
I
stuff
think it's
is
because
amazing.
he's close to the German border, so the guy
maybe that's it.
he's almost German. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask. He's a super nice guy. Oh, by the way, Jordan Scott says such groove, nice.
Thank you.
And Osulides, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you've
Oculides.
Oculides. Wow, that's an amazing name. Oliveira. That sounds so I don't know, Spanish or something. Okay, did you manage, if you go to share screen, the green button,
Yeah.
and then don't forget to share computer sound.
Host disabled participant
Oh yeah,
screen
wait.
sharing.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's my fault. Let me. Yeah, you should be fine now.
Oh yeah.
I gave you the permission.
Thank you, my king. Okay, so where am I able to now?
This is great. Let me get rid of this Odette thing. Yeah, and then I place Odette there, and then I put us some. Oh, can I place her?
Let's see what I have for tokens.
All right, cool. This is nice. Now we're in tutorial mode. Somebody actually told me like, "Hey, I really like your show, man. It's a great concept. You know, you do like tutorials and interviews in one." And I was like, "Oh yeah, doesn't that exist?" I'm just, it just happened that way. Look at us. We're like live as a tutorial.
You are an innovator, Camiel. I mean, everyone has to hear that.
Apparently, yeah, it's super cool. So, what do you have? You have the fab filters.
Yeah, I'm totally in love with the fab filters. That made my life so much easier. The Q3 is my fave.
Yeah, funny thing, I wanted to show Odette last time I was at your place to talk about, hey, when it comes to the Dive in Live, and I showed her like, oh, do you know you have dynamic EQ? She said, yes, you have to like put this like this. I said, oh, okay. I thought I can't tell you anything new anymore. You know.
Well, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can, and we will.
Yeah.
You're my favorite teacher in the world.
Oh, so, thank you so much.
Okay, so what else do I got? I've got the sound toys over here.
Oh wow, these are great.
That's also amazing. The Penman I really love. Filter Freak is amazing. What is it? The name? Decapitator. Off with your head.
Yeah.
It really is an energetic one.
It's so funny that Paul Nolan actually said everything with a punish button on it you should buy. So funny.
I mean, it's a heavy one, but I like it.
Yeah.
The Echo Boy as well, I use a lot, and I mean, you've got so many options in this. It's sick. And really, if you like to filter stuff out and make stuff bigger or more penning, just buy this one. Or
the whole sound toys package. Just wait for these deals, and they're really great. Also, Penman, Echo Boy is super nice. Yeah.
So those 3-4 are my favorite. So this is Isotope that I use to master my tracks. I don't master like everything for myself. I've got my own master guy.
Masterer,
yeah, who's by the way really amazing. His name is Robin Virag.
Yeah, get him some. Oh, I know his Virag. I've seen
his artist name is Just Me, and his mastering studio is called RV Audio. You should definitely check that out because he delivers amazing work and is a super nice guy. So, cool. Anyhow, also 9 for if I want to like mix and master my own tracks. Soap. And here I got the juice. You guys know the juice?
The juice. No, I don't know.
This is a really cool sound to create like acid sounds with.
How cool! Where did you get this juice music? Yeah, it's like is it like a 303 kind of unit?
Wait, maybe we can play something?
Yeah. Oh, nice. It's like a new Odette sound. Your sound's so nice and droney, and it always has this like, it's really cool.
Let me see.
Yeah. Look, there's so many more people online. You get all these props from Bob. You're such an amazing DJ. Love it. Nice. There's even French. Woo! It sounds like a 303 here.
That's right, and it's like a really baby 303, but with a
can
really
you tweak the
sound.
filters? Like, can you like make it like? It's quite strong. Nice. I've never heard of this.
Anyway. I think my
that's like BL303 acid box. Is there a hardware unit from this? Fred, maybe you know. Fred is like really active. He's saying 303.
It's a really active. intense sounds.
Yeah, it's quite intense. Yeah, acid. Steve Kelly. Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds toy again.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
How cool. It's not so much like wow.
But yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff with it.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
cool.
if you put like filter on it, and
That's some nice
you can
reverb.
go, yeah, you can go as crazy if you want.
Yeah, how cool.
But it's, and as I told you, I like it. Keep things simple.
Is it
you know?
free, this
Like,
one, this use?
Yeah, I think this is for free.
Yeah,
Like, you can
nice.
get it online.
Oh, then maybe you can post it in the Lessons in Live group.
Maybe I will.
Ah, yeah, you should. Hey, Michael
Okay.
Kinzel's online, our D&B friend. Hey!
Our D&B friend.
Yeah. He's from D&B Audio. I had a show with him last week.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's, I have to shout some. I do some shout outs in the meantime. Yeah.
It's a damn shame I can't see that, right?
Ah,
I
yeah.
have to stay focused on you.
Yeah. on the music, yeah. So, all right. So these are the plugins, and
Well, no, I've got more. The subtle bass, of course.
okay, sorry.
You guys want to see? I'm taking over your show now. You got me all
Oh, here we
excited.
go.
You know the drill with me. Oh, lovely. Let's see. Does anyone want to see the sub-on bass, or should I just stop talking?
I guess Adonis wants. Sub on bass is great. You can just show what I've used that a lot, and actually I speak to a lot of people that use it. They say, "Oh man, that first initial patch is awesome." Already when you open it,
Yeah, look at this. It's like I also love the colors.
Yeah, you can change the skin. Yeah.
It's really, really cool song.
Yeah,
Listen to
this first one is like boom. It's insane. And I love the sequencer in the middle. It's great.
Yeah. And for like, if you don't like too many input in your mind, just like me, there's an easy page.
Ah, nice.
So it makes it all more easy.
That's super nice. There's an easy page. Rob, I need to get Rob Papen on the show. This is great. He thinks of everybody, doesn't he? Great. That's an easy page.
Yeah, but I moest zo hard lachen. Easy page. That's mine. Very cool. So yeah, and then I do also have Massive. I've got Spun.
The Spun. Jordi Spun says the Spun's VST. It's nice. we got Mr. Span online.
Jordi.
I didn't know you make plugins, Jordi. Super nice.
Yeah, and last one, the Machine, of course. Dope, and the ABL, and that's also sort of
Oh, the ABL is great. Yeah, I love the ABL. Yeah, I love Acid too. But I think honestly that this one sounds nicer than the blue one. It's this one. Yeah, and also the Phocyon from D16 group is really nice. I remember Josh told me once, like, hey, you should get this Phocyon. I think Sideways Acid from Just Butler. He made it with Phocyon, I believe. And I don't know. I can't choose between the ABL3 or the Phocyon. Josh, if you're still watching, check out ABL3 if you haven't. Well, you probably have. Anyway, did you make a track with this already? Is there a track that we can?
Well, there is one coming out, but it's also going to be on vinyl.
Ooh.
But this one will come out in like 4 months, I think.
That's the one we can't say yet? No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I know, at least I know which one you mean. So the rest, I just have to tune in to Odette's page, follow her online, and you'll know. In 2 months.
There's a lot of stuff coming out in this couple of 6 months. It's going to be. I'm filled with releases.
Yeah, why am I not surprised?
Well, and like really, really nice ones too.
You're gonna do one at Florence label on Depth Over Distance, right?
Yeah, and I'm really honored that they asked me to create an EP, because you should check out their releases, because they've got splattered vinyls always. And they did a release with Bukari, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Romanian guy. Yeah. And that one is selling like big time. And I'm really happy. And it's coming out in 2 weeks.
Nice.
No, not 2 weeks. 2 months.
2 months.
2 months.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you probably have a lot lined up. And splattered vinyl. Is there a difference? Does it sound different, or does it just look nice?
Well, it looks fucking amazing, Camiel.
Yeah. I've
I mean,
seen it
every
recently.
vinyl is different. It's like you have your own unique vinyl.
Yeah.
And
Also,
that's-
every pressing is different.
yeah,
Yes?
yeah.
Oh,
You should
wow.
check out the Depth Over Distance page because they have some pics of it.
Yeah, I've seen the color. And I'm wondering where they pressed them. If they pressed them in Holland, in the north.
Well, I can tell you because in 8 weeks I'm going to Friesland,
Yeah.
and there is the company that's going to press
Yeah,
them,
I've
and
been
I'm
there.
going to press my own vinyls.
Nice.
Instant vinyl.
How nice. What's the name of their... I can't remember.
Oof.
I've been there. They bought this machine. They're super cool guys, actually.
Wacht even. Do you want me to check it?
Oh yeah,
What the
why
name
not? You know, it's live. It can be more live than this. The pressing plant in Friesland. What's it called? And now I have to know. Now I have to. Friesland vinyl presser.
Ja. Vinylboer staat er ook echt.
De vinylboer in Friesland. Oh, Friesland has everything, but they're super nice guys and they're good. Vinylboer.
Deep Grooves. Deep Grooves.
Deep Grooves. They also had the store. I'm not sure if they still have the store, but this Deep Grooves, and this guy's amazing guy. Go, everybody that wants to start their own label, go press at Deep Grooves. They're amazing people, and just go press your vinyls there. You get splattered vinyl. Friesland rules. Yeah, Fantasia. Friesland rules. Let's put that up. All right. So you've been working on some music as well. And this is Give That To, and so it begins.
Okay. Because I've got like all these side maps, side folders in my Ableton files, and I got a new computer, and then I named it, and so it begins. So I'm a really romantic girl. You hear me? And so it begins another journey into music. So that's why.
This is awesome. All right. So, and how does it sound?
Okay, let me see. From the top. Ooh. Hey, ooh.
Oh, there's the ABL3.
The ABL still in it, but this was meant to be. Wait. Ooh. Sorry, guys.
Would be nice though. Have a bit of acid. Maybe we can switch to arrangement view.
Sorry, ik hoor jou dus nu heel slecht. Wat zei je?
Maybe you can switch to arrangement view.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I won't talk. I will just let you play the
Shut
music
up, Connie.
and you can tell us all about it.
Okay. I've got my kick group over here. There's a regular kick in it, 909, sort of with a sub kick. Got my bass over here. I created 3 different bass lines. This is the drum group. I really love this bass line. I created it with the sub-boom bass, by the way.
How's the audio actually? If there's something up with the audio, people let me know. Voice, music, connection. Let me know if it's distorting or not. I just put it a bit softer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just checking. People usually let me know. They like your bass line.
Don't like the bass line?
They like the bass line. Don't worry. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. So cool. Really like it. Now it's perfect. Thanks, Terry. I love the housey vibe.
Yeah, it's a really housey, groovy track. Oh fuck, there we go. Sorry. Out of the groove.
Love it, Odette. You are the best. Says Natasha.
Nice. lot of sounds, you know. I like to be my tracks really spacious, and it also goes for the FX that I use. Are you still there, Camiel?
Yeah. I'm listening to your explanation about the panning left and right to make it very. Your tracks are very spacious.
Thank you, because you know sometimes I love tracks that are really mono and tak tak tak, but you know if you're listening to music on a big sound system, I like it to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Go up in space.
Yeah,
okay,
nice.
wait. Let's see what this does. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Jordan Scott says you're making great atmosphere on the pads. Spot on. Great vibe.
Spot on. So I don't know if people can hear it properly now.
So
but
did you
I don't like I don't like it. It has to be more. And if it doesn't do the trick, I will throw on a Penman. You know, with the sound guys.
Yeah. Penman is great. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, so it's nice. And why? Do you often do that as well? Do you also delay one of the channels?
Some into what?
Well, if you there's this thing called Haas effect. If you delay the left channel a bit or the right channel, one of the two, you make them a bit later, then it will sound even wider. So if you want to go
I do that with the ping pong delay.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah,
that's you can see because I already did that.
Where is it?
Here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Cool. So you made it.
I didn't know it's called the Haas effect. But
the Haas effect. No, the Haas effect is when you actually have it a delay which is less than 60 milliseconds. So then you should put it on a time and less than 60 milliseconds. Try that. It will be really spacious. So the next track will be like really like
even more.
You can go all out with it. Yeah.
Okay,
so nice. This is cool. This left and right stuff. And what do you have more? How do you do the pads? Because Jordan was really fan of the pads. How did you make them so spacious? Did you do the same thing there, or?
Let me see. Where are my pads? I think they're. Precise.
Where are my pads?
But my pingles or my pads?
your pads.
My pingles, because I've got a whole.
I don't know. It's like I think the other thing that the music part, like maybe you call it high pingle. It could be high pingle. I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the ping ping ping. I think the pads are more like the warm lush.
The warm lush. Well, this is the synth.
The
exactly.
synth.
As you can see, I use an auto filter on it to give it like some movements, make it more up and high and more low. I always cut maybe I should. I always cut how do you say it? Now 100 hertz. After 100.
Everything above 100 hertz.
Yeah. Well, because I don't want it to get muddy.
Yeah.
And synths can be really muddy sometimes, so I always cut that stuff out.
And you use a bit of the LFO to make the filter move as well. I love this LFO and the filter. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I use the utility to place it, because when I create music, I always think like it's a box, you know, and you can place sounds into that box, square box.
Yeah.
So you've got space in the back of the box, in the right of the box. You have to think like that. I think like that when I think about the track.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's a nice way to put it, to actually make like a visualization that everything is in a box. Really cool.
Exactly. So placement of the synth over here. Let's listen to it. Yeah. There's a delay that I use with automation. Fade it out nice and good with
to get a better transition or so. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And I do think
maybe you can put the music a bit softer. If you put the music a bit softer, can you make it a bit softer? Like the master, just put your master track a bit down, then maybe it's because you want to speak. You want to speak while you play the music, I guess, right? So maybe it's cool.
You didn't hear me?
Well, I know. I think it's maybe smart. I don't know. How's it going, voice and music wise, people?
I don't know, but there is automation on my master, so.
Aye.
And that's why I wanted to do it already, but then I'm going to fuck things up again.
Oh no, yeah. When there's
But
automation, you
maybe,
get the automation.
maybe no. It's okay. I will use my utility to throw it on.
Look, there's a solution. There you go.
I think. Oh, this is the game. Sorry. Is that this one? Yeah. Maybe this will work. Yeah. Is this better, guys?
Yeah, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. We can hear you. Yeah, super nice.
Cool. Okay, so I've got the delay on her, and I use the FEP filter. Again, high pass on it, and dip. I used to make a dip to 250 hertz to raise the muddiness in it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of the dynamic range, Camiel.
Yeah, exactly. The dynamic EQ.
Exactly. So, and of course the compressor, I compress it to the kick group.
To sidechain it, to make it nice and bouncy with the kick. Yeah.
Well, you can't see now because the kick's not on. Now it is.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
And you don't work in a specific key, right? You do everything just by ear. You don't use any music theory.
Well, I use the tuner sometimes, since I've got Ableton 10 since 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I think, and we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago, that my ears are often really well in key connecting.
Yeah, so you got perfect pitch, or like sort of perfect pitch, you know. It's nice to have. It's a great skill, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe because you were in a band, because you sang when you were younger. How old were you when you were in a band?
12, 13? Like
There
a
you
really
go. There you go. Yeah, you had to sing. What did you sing? Was it what kind of music did you make?
Oh my God, you know.
Is it recorded?
No. And if I would, I wouldn't have shown you because that's it goes from the past and we should keep it back. We're strong in my pain with the Fugees.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, I remember me singing that on the
How
school party.
Oh, cool. That's how it starts, you know.
Yeah.
Richard in het veld, goed bezig. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for tuning in. Richard in het veld.
I'm gonna give it. Oh, I have to give him a shout out to Richard in het veld because he's first of all a really great guy and also a good friend of me, but also he's an Ableton instructor. Well.
Oh, cool.
And he gives production lessons and DJ lessons.
Whereabouts?
So he's sort of a colleague of yours.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
I always forget the name. It's not SAE. That's in Amsterdam, right?
Yeah, that's in Amsterdam. Yeah, if he does it in SAE, I should know because I thought.
No, that's not the one. It's
another
DJ school. It's in Rotterdam. Maybe if he's listening, he can type it in.
Yeah, type it in the
himself.
field. spam the shit out of this. I really like it. All right, so I have a question also for you because you've used to work on machine, right? And now you're more using push. How does that? How does this change going? Did you actually? What is so nice about push compared to machine? You know, what is your?
Well, I really love that push is connected through Ableton. I mean, it's they are so in touch with each other. You can control Ableton with the push.
Yeah, directly. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a plus. And I like the really big pad screen. You know, you've got all these pads.
Yeah.
And it's more you've got more pads to create stuff, and you can adjust everything inside of the push. And you can see it happening in the Ableton.
In the screen, yeah.
So,
I really like the big pads
on
the machine. The big pads I really liked. I miss the big pads because on push I do some finger drumming once in a while, but I did like the pads on the machine very much.
That's true.
Though. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. That's actually really true because sometimes I'm like jamming, and then I don't even have these kind of big fingers, but
still,
but you push like 3 pads in at the same time.
3.
That
Wow,
I hate.
that's a lot. No, but yeah, I actually don't miss the dragging of the audio and the MIDI from machine. Did you use it like this?
Oh my god, that was that was horror doing that.
Click it and you drag it. It's annoying. So yeah, everybody who has a machine, go buy a push, please. So this is becoming shameless Ableton promotion. No, but it is.
No, but why? I think everyone, if you're into making music and you're using Ableton, push can really be a big improvement for your workflow.
Yeah, I think so too.
It lets you. It can help you with creativity.
How was your learning curve actually when you converted to push? How long did it take you to really like feel comfortable with it? It's like 2 months or a month, or well, you probably sat behind for days, you know. So
well, yeah,
your learning curve might be a bit quicker.
Well, yeah, I don't know, maybe a week.
Oh, wow, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, you know. If you make a lot, I think the best way to learn push is just to keep your mouse aside, watch some of these tutorials that they have on the Ableton channel, and just start trying it without touching your mouse too much. Then you'll get there soon, I guess. Yeah, nice. So,
but I have to be honest, I use the push mainly to create like bass lines, synths, effects, and that sort of stuff. I like to create my drums inside of inside of this one. Maybe you guys want to see it. I got Ableton 10 since like 2 weeks. Why are you laughing, Camiel?
Because it's funny that we go that way, because I can't wait for you to tell this.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what I discovered using Ableton of 10 is the Max for Live. And I use this section a lot. You can create like a new pick with this one. I can show you guys. You're in the way, Camiel, with the screen.
Am I in the way with the screen? Where am I?
Well, no, it's okay.
No.
I will just.
I can't move you. I can't move it. I can only move us. Like, I can put us to the browser here on the left side. What people see is great. They see a live tutorial here.
Okay, cool.
These things are great.
Thank you, Camiel. So if you go to Max for Live and you go to Max Instrument, I used the kick. I dragged it in, and now you can. Oh, sorry guys. What's happening? Wacht even. Wat gebeurt hier nou?
Yeah, it's on solo, but it's not really on solo. Or
so that's really, really weird. What's happening?
Oh, maybe you have to click it one more time. Maybe the other guys are also on solo. Like the kick and the pads. Yeah.
You
have to control click or click. I
don't know
how this is. Yeah. There you go. I think you can just also control click or command click.
No, but it's here also. So it should be good now.
We're ready to go.
Okay, come here. So yeah. So this is a really heavy bass.
Yeah, so these are these Max for Live devices they made.
Yeah,
they're really nice. Yeah.
So like no VDK.
It's crazy, like
that's
super
a fat kick.
808. yeah, it's super 808y kind of. Actually, I showed them to Jaron. He never Nora Q, who did actually the first Dive in Live, and he came back to me like, dude, I really like these Max for Live units. It's just like hi-hats, tom.
This is my favorite stuff from 10 to use.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And it's also really overzichtelijk.
I should use these more. I tell everybody to use. I've maybe used them once and it's like, oh, this is great, but never used it again. I should use it more. Yeah, you can't use everything all the time. Yeah, nice.
It's so easy to create like a really lovely kick now.
Yeah, you can tune it high and low, super chill. Yeah.
I love it.
And did you use the other ones as well, like the tom, the snare?
Yeah, I use it. The tom is also cool, and I use the clap. This is my favorite new clap cymbal. Well, it's all great. Yeah, you should all just check it out.
Well, Jerry says thanks. So Jerry's gonna make a new track with the Max for Live. They're great. It's like sort of analog in a digital world, basically, because you can use these sounds. Oh, the granulator is also great. Have you tried granulator already?
Yes.
It's great. You can drag a sample in and just.
Yeah, I really love it. You want to show something?
Yeah.
Or no? I don't know. How much time do we have left? So, do we have some time? More time?
Yeah, of course you can go on. It's I don't have to go anywhere. I'm here.
I'm still here. Okay, cool.
Jerry says Camiel tried to teach us awesome stuff for 9 weeks. You did it in a couple of minutes. There you go.
Oh, thank you guys.
Sorry, Jerry, for leaving this out.
Let's see.
That's so cool.
Fuck.
I'm gonna post this.
Did you know?
Yeah, it's now you have like an
Ja,
operator.
ik heb dingen allemaal verwijderd, ja.
Ja.
Oh, rustig aan, Ableton met mij.
Yeah, your computer is a bit slow lately, right?
That's what I told you. It's been a pain in the ass, and I really got an awesome laptop. It's a Happy Omen. It's a gaming laptop.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy with it. But last couple of days, it's busting my balls.
Yeah, maybe get somebody to reinstall the whole thing from scratch, and that always works. I did with my phone, almost lost a lot of contacts, or like I think I did, but my phone is working like a charm now again, so it's nice. Cool. You work with a lot of samples as well, right? You use a lot of you really combine a lot of samples with a lot of MIDI together, so you really work with like, does that make your workflow faster, or do you like how does that?
Well, I am a really fast worker. I like everything to go fast. I'm really impatient in life. That's one of my bad habits. Working on it, but not getting there.
Well,
so yeah, sometimes I really want to have results fast, and then I use loops, but I always for like drums or something. But I always try to create stuff with the push, with MIDI. And synths and bass lines. I like to create my own bass lines and synths. Yeah. And for groove, I think I really like my own groove style, and I know exactly what to pick, and so it all happens.
Yeah, I can also hear in all the music that you make. I can really hear your sound basically. Yeah. So the granulator. So you've checked this out. This is great, right? This is awesome stuff.
Even kijken of ik hem hier op kan zetten. Die nou de push pakt. Okay, first let's do a little bit of EQ on it, because it has EQ, high pass, because it has a lot of noise.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I like.
There we go. There we go. So you see, I'm always like laughing in my studio when I'm doing this stuff. Like, what's happening here? Oh, can you?
I like the excitement you always have when you're making music, which is really cool. Yeah, this thing is great. I love the file position and the spray button on this thing, and grain, file position, and spray. These three are awesome.
Ooh. Oh.
And with file position, you can scan through the whole thing. Actually, you should check out the Grain Scanner one. They have a new one called Grain Scanner, and it's a pack that you actually need to buy as an extension. But it's it's endless. If you have these granular synthesis, it's like super cool. Yeah.
How much? Do you know how much it is?
I think it's $49 on the Ableton packs. Yeah, really works. Let me put ours back in the middle here.
So like this one is really great for making FX. I use this one to create effect.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, to create like spacious kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the granulator. I'm not really. Let me check it out. It has a lot of buttons and stuff. Nice. You can do everything with it.
Hey, and I have another track waiting. That's it's called Another You, and that's not yet out, right?
Yeah, I should tell something about that. I'm starting a new label. It's going to be a sub-label of VDK. It's called VDK Digital. Yeah. And will only be digital, so at Beatport, etc. And first release 28th of August, and it's an EP called Radiate, Shine, Radiate, and it has 3 tracks on it, and Another You is the last one of the 3.
How
And I'm
cool.
really super excited about this one.
Nice. I can imagine because it's a really nice track. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Super nice. Another you out on VDK Digital soon.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you do all this label stuff? You know, how does it, because I always had the plans, but I never did, and I now have a school, so no label yet. But you know,
Yeah,
you've
don't
already
know what's coming.
you already have two. You know, so
Well, did you forget I asked you to release on VDK Digital?
of course, yeah. No, didn't forget. No, but you know, I'd like to see to ask you like how you do this with distribution and stuff. If you want to do this, how do you start this?
Okay, so I was a really lucky girl. 1.5 years ago, I was here with a friend, and I showed him the VDK1 tracks. They weren't released yet,
Yeah.
and he was like really impressed and liked them. And he said, "Well, okay, I'm going to ask my distributor. I really hate that word.
Distributor.
Can't get it out.
Distributor. You have to say it 3 times in a row now.
Distributor, and I'm done." Okay, so the guy from Distri, maybe that's better.
Yeah.
He sent my tracks to him, DJ.de, and the guy really loved them, and they offered me a P&D deal. So that means they pay for all the vinyl, the planning, etc., and I get a cut out of it. And I was really happy that they offered me that, because
Nice.
if you have to like invest in
Yeah.
your own label, you have to have some money to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Yeah. It's a good way to start then. Yeah.
it's a really good way to start. So yeah, and the ball was rolling. VDK1 came out, and it was a big hit. They sold out in like 2 weeks, and were on the first position for like a couple of days in the charts too.
Oh, nice.
And maybe that's why the distri guy said, "Well, okay, you're in now. Let's go
Just do another
and
one. Yeah.
do another one and do another one."
Yeah.
And now we're going to VDK4 already.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Great.
the only thing I didn't like, well, I mean, I love vinyl. It's fucking amazing to have like your own tracks in your hands.
Yeah. Takes a long time though.
But it's a vinyl only label, and I want people to play my music digital as well. So that's why I'm starting the VDK Digital.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah.
To like expand the whole label stuff. And I also wanted to mention that the vinyl only tracks are on Spotify and Deezer and iTunes as well now. So they're up for streaming now.
So people can stream. That's a way to make money though in these times. You know that you get every play is money. So it's
Well, that's like, not sorry, pardon my French, but you won't get rich for like streaming. You get like 0.001 cents per click. So if you like a million clicks, you'll get 100 euros.
Well, if you keep up this music making and the amount of tracks that you make, you'll be become rich at some point.
I'm not in it for the money. As you know, I'm like, this is my addiction.
Yes, I know. You're very, very addicted to making music, and I'm glad you're still doing it. Actually, it's been quite some time. So if anybody has a question for Odette, production wise or label wise or whatever, just shoot away. It's nice to get some information. She's thriving in the music at this moment. All her tracks go really well, and she's really one of the most productive producers I know. So it's good to ask anything, how to become so productive or whatnot. What is it actually? What makes you so productive? Is it your safe space? Because your creative space is very important as a musician or as an artist. I think to have a great atelier or a great studio to work in. How does that work for you? Because you've been living in a place you are for quite a long time. I know you live there with your cats. Nice, it's cozy. Does that mean a lot to you? Would you consider moving, and would that be, how important would your creative space be then?
Well, for me, it's really important to have a place where I feel at home and safe, of course, and I've got all my stuff around me. I really hate clutter. I can't work if there's like any clutter around me. You know what I mean by clutter?
You're tidy. you're neat.
I don't like to.
You don't have this laying around.
Well, maybe of course we all have like snoeren somewhere, but no, I like to get things out of the way. And I always start with production in the morning with a nice cup of coffee.
First thing.
That's when my ears are fresh. Then I don't like producing in the evening because my ears are tired.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. That's what I always say in the course. Mix down with fresh ears, because your ears are fresh in the morning. They're like limbs. Don't use them.
But it's true. I mean, if I create something in the morning and in the evening, you can get definite contrast.
Yeah, I think it's a really valid point. There's a lot of people that make music, maybe you smoke a joint at some point or whatever, you get high, you make music.
I don't smoke joints. I hate that.
No, you don't do that, right? No, but anyway, if people make music for a whole day, your ears are getting tired, and it's not beneficial for the result that you're going to get at some point, because it's better to start fresh. Nice. Yeah, so that's a morning ritual actually to make music. And do you schedule your days, or do you like, hey, today I'm going to work on the label, today I'm going to make music, or is there a certain master plan, or is it just go by flow?
Well, I'm really sensitive person, and I just go by flow. I mean, I can have a bad day and I'm like no music for me today.
Yeah.
If I'll set my ass down when I'm down, bad things will happen.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just go with the flow. But yeah, I mean, if stuff has to happen for the label, I just schedule that. And, but I'm really organized in my stuff. That's true.
Good. Well, yeah, you need some form of organization, of course. Merlijn says hi. Our friend from the north. Nice. The night mayor of Groningen. I'm going to be in Groningen this weekend. And maybe Odette will join. She's not sure yet. Let's see.
Maybe, yes.
So, I just want to ask you a bit more because what artists inspire you? Do you listen to a lot of music before you make music, or do you actually not listen so much to other music to not interfere with your production?
Yeah, well, actually, that is the last thing. Yeah, of course, I've got artists that inspire me, but I don't like to get influenced by other artists. Actually, no. I like to keep my own flow and sound. Yeah. But I really like, for example, Rich Next is a big inspiration for me. The nice. London mate.
I love his tutorials online.
Yeah, he's such a cool guy.
Richie Next here. I got some new tutorial. I really like it. He's such a nice, friendly face. Yeah, cool. So Richie Next, like the UK sound.
Yeah, I like the minimal groove. And I really like to get some groove in my, well, to create groove in my tracks, but I also like to give it that spacious sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think my style is a bit different, but
Yeah, it's a bit
yeah.
like a fusion of a lot of things. I really find your music really drony and a lot of spacey stuff happen, but still with a good groove. And I think that's really cool. That's really a signature stuff that you're putting out. So, are there any labels that you like to release music on in the future that you really want to? So now's the time to
Yeah, that. Of course, I would like to release on Moscow Records of Archie Hamilton.
that would be a great one.
Yeah, I really love his sound and his label sound. Jesus, Camiel.
Yeah, I know the questions.
Then
Hard.
blackouts.
Okay, just
Well, you know, I've been so focusing on my own label.
Yeah.
Also because I didn't want to spam labels or like, oh, here's my sound. Here,
Yeah.
check out my tracks. And I got a little bored with that. I don't like that
Yeah.
anymore. So that's why I started also my own label to like maybe get my own domain and not being a pain in the ass of other labels.
Getting your eyes like, okay, never mind. I'll just start my own label. Well, I think that's really
Yeah.
wise. I think more people actually do that, and that's really smart to create your own world. And I know that DJ Wild, for instance, had the W label where he only released DJ Wild stuff. Why not? It's your world, create it. Yeah, yeah. Nice. So, what labels are you going to release on? Because you accept the depth over distance. What can we expect for music wise?
So depth over distance, vinyl only. The Deep Tech records. I'm doing a VA. Well, it's a VS calls it. Dookie calls it. So Dookie and me on Deep Tech, and it's coming out I think in 2 weeks. It's already online. Pre-sale is up,
Yeah.
so people can check it.
With Ducky, cool. He's back.
Yeah, and just got a gig in.
Sorry.
The gigs are coming in, guys. Nice.
Cool.
We'll answer that later.
Yeah.
Not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that one, Deep Tech, Depth Over Distance, and then there's this other one I can't really talk about yet.
Yeah. From an artist that's starting an own label, which is super cool.
It's super cool. And a digital release is coming out, and maybe I can talk about that either. So yeah, lots of stuff is coming. Sorry guys,
cool. Oh,
you just have to tune in and check me out.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing your enthusiasm and your music and everything you were doing. I for sure, of course, will be following you, but I hope you've reached some new people as well to see what you all do and. Keep making music like you do. I really like your vibe. So, thanks for doing everything. Thanks for taking the time to be in the show.
Thank you, Camiel.
How did you like it? Was it was it scary or was it okay?
No, it's not scary, but it's maybe a bit hard sometimes to talk in English when you're sober and on coffee.
Yeah, I told you to drink some wine.
Yeah, well, maybe next time.
I had it with the one with Joko where I got really scared because there were so many people waiting already. Like my start screen, I was like, holy shit, so many people. I should have had a beer. But it's always fine. It's cool. And thank you, says Fantasia. So thank you, Odette. I'll be in touch over the weekend to see if we're going to go to Groningen together.
Let's do it. I need a party.
Yeah, and you go have some wine, and I'll speak to you later then.
Okay.
Thanks
everyone.
You. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. So back to me. Sorry about the camera today. The cable of the GoPro didn't work. I have to get the new one. So lovely to have Odette in the show. She's such a happy star, making music like crazy. So make sure to check out her music. She's got a huge catalog of music that you can check out, and yeah, it's just endless. He makes a lot of music. Probably lots of music is going to come as well. Next week, we have Ilke Klein, which I'm really happy. I just saw him recently, and I've released music on his label. I think under 2 names or different names. I had back then, and I saw him and I was like, hey dude, we should do a session, and I'm really excited to have him because he's been making music maybe I think the same I think for 20 years also. I'm really curious to hear that because we've I think when I did my first release on an English label on was a sub label of Baroque Records, he also was releasing in the UK, and that's really like I was 23, so that's 15 years ago. Holy shit. So 15 years ago he was already releasing music, and he's become like a really great artist, traveling all over the world making beautiful music. So happy to have him. Then the week after I have Rollins, which is the UK guy, also super nice guy, really UAD fan he is, so we're gonna really look forward to talking UAD with Rollins. Maybe Ilke also is really UAD. I haven't spoken to him about this, I think, or did I? Can't remember. Anyway, we got Britta Arnold coming in August. Who have I got more? I don't want to forget anybody. Anyway, we'll see next week. So thank you for tuning in. Sorry about the camera. Hope you enjoyed Odette's session, and hope to see you next week. Make sure to check out lessonsinlive.com for my courses. They're starting in August. I've got, I think, 3 spots for the advanced and a few, like 4 or 5 for the beginners. I think 4 for the beginners. And for Australian people, I also have Australian classes going on. So check out the website. Check out for preset packs and devices on Lessons in Live on the Gumroad. That's gumroad.com/lessonsinlive. And yeah, see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. I love it. See you next time. Bye.